We've got an extraordinary guest that's joining us here live from New York. Alison C. Ayres is here. He's also a brilliant author on A Raft of Dreams. His autobiography is brand new. It's extraordinary. An award-winning songwriter, author, and so much more. Lover of sports, lover of soccer. There's an incredible sports and soccer connection to everything we're going to be talking about here. We're so excited to have him here on the show. He loves what he does. He's been doing it for a long time, and his music has touched the lives of millions around the world. Hey, everybody, welcome to the Jim Masters Show Live, entertainment, lifestyle, variety, celebrity talk show series. That is a mouthful. That seems to be getting longer and longer, the title for the show, doesn't it? You can just call it the Jim Masters Show. We know what you're talking about. Welcome, everybody. Hope you guys are doing well. Very busy day. I was on the air all day today, radio, television shoots, just a busy time doing what I do professionally in TV and radio. We thank you for joining us. If this is your first time flipping by the dial and stopping by the Jim Masters Show, welcome. It's great to have you here. If you'd like to comment live while the show is on, you know what? You can do that too. You can actually comment right now in our JMS Lovity chat room. Yes, we've got a Lovity chat room, which is open and available for our Lovity viewers when you subscribe to a YouTube channel, which costs nothing. You just hit that red subscribe button, or sometimes on some people's pages, the subscribe button is a black color, whether it's red or black. Click subscribe. You can comment right now in the JMS Lovity chat room. We're going to have a live performance with Alison as well, a brilliant entertainer and performer. So stick with us for that. You're going to be very entertained. And Alison said it's going to be a very dramatic performance as well. So we look forward to that. Hope your day is going well. Thanks again for being a part of our terrific series where we've done hundreds of episodes with extraordinary guests that come in from all around the world, all different backgrounds, disciplines, levels of celebrity friends, and so much more. And we're so excited to have Alison here joining us. He's extraordinary. Again, if you want to comment during the show, gang, you can definitely do that when you subscribe to the YouTube channel. You can chat in our Lovity chat room, which is open and available. I see comments coming in already. Let me tell you about our illustrious guest. You know, from the late 80s to the mid 90s, he has created quite an impact as a writer of Calypso and Soca music back in his homeland, where both music genres originated. He started off writing R&B and Pop, having been influenced more by those genres at a very early age. He wrote his first R&B and Pop songs as a teenager, and he's never given up his dream of one day fulfilling that particular songwriting potential in the main U.S. market. The fourth of 5 children, Ali was born in beautiful Trinidad, the southernmost island of the Caribbean chain of islands. He was raised by a single-parent mother together with 2 brothers and 2 sisters. And his first hands-on introduction to music came at the age of 8 in the form of a xylophone, which was his Christmas gift. That year, 4 years later, as a reward for passing his college entrance exam, he was allowed to join a community-based Steel Orchestra where he played the Tenor Pan. No sooner, he formed his own backyard orchestra comprising 4 members and instruments from tin cans that he tuned himself. It was during that period that he composed his first musical piece. And since then, up to the present time, he's been writing songs covering different music genres, which has been extraordinary. Apart from his gift of music, he was blessed with artistic talent as well. While he continued writing songs, he decided to pursue a career as a commercial artist. And so in 83, he left his homeland to pursue his graphic and advertising arts degree at the prestigious Pratt Institute in New York, where he took up residence in the Bed-Stuy section of Brooklyn with his mom, who had already immigrated to the United States. During the extremely tough time synonymous with attending college, and even more so as a foreign student, he found solace in listening to and writing music. He took a particular like to rap, which at the time was emerging into the mainstream. And after obtaining his degree, he returned to his homeland, but made frequent trips to New York to visit his mom for creative stimulation. In 88, he had his first song recorded by Trinidad artiste. He also subsequently had songs that he wrote, recorded by some of Trinidad's top soca solo artists and bands, including 2 of that country's music icons, Super Blue and Michelle Montano, both of whom recorded soccer-related songs written by him. World-renowned songwriter, recording artist, performer Eddie Grant also provided and produced a cover of one of Ali's songs for Caribbean music band Square One of Barbados. Also recorded one of his many songs he had written on the soccer theme, which was accepted by the organizing committee of the USA 1994 FIFA World Cup Soccer Finals. He also performed that song at a USA 1994 World Cup event in Los Angeles, and as a result, he became well known as a soccer event songwriter. However, it was his presence for writing and recording songs addressing socio-political issues that saw him bestowed with the honor of being designated a United Nations Environment Program Goodwill Music Ambassador, along with Ziggy Marley and other international artists from around the world in the early 90s. It was a designation that took him as far as the Philippines for performances, and he remains committed to continuing to utilize his songwriting talents to address and draw attention to ongoing socio-political, humanitarian, and real-life issues. And having taken what turned out to be a prolonged hiatus from the industry, he has jumped back in full force. That's just a short list, folks, about our illustrious guest. He'll tell us more. And again, he's going to perform live for us as well. But without further ado, live and direct from New York, let's welcome our very special guest, Alison Ayres, to the show. He's all set. He's ready to go. He's all excited. And here he is. Welcome, Alison. It's great to have you with us.
Thank you, Jim. Thank you. I'm just over the moon to be on your show, to be quite honest. Little country boy from Trinidad on the Jim Masters show.
We had neighbors on Long Island, the Gittins family, and they had an aunt that lived with them. Her name was Maggie. And matter of fact, they originally, they were from Trinidad, but then they lived in Brooklyn because of the big West Indian population in Brooklyn. And then they moved out to Long Island, where I'm originally from, further out east. And oh boy, they had some of the best New Year's Eve parties. My folks and my family, we would go right next door. They had the best New Year's Eve party, so warm and loving. The food, the music was fantastic. We remember as kids. And then Maggie, my sister and I would love Maggie's pigeon peas and rice. Wow.
That's a staple.
A little bit of that chicken in it. Oh, boy.
We call it pilau.
Is that how they say it?
Pilau, yes.
Pilau.
Some people say cook up in Trini, but that's a staple.
And it's very unique because, there's other people that say, oh, no, you can have black-eyed peas and rice. You can have just, no. This is very specific. This Trinidadian. Oh, it's so delicious. Yes.
And they cook it in with the meat and everything, right?
Yes. Oh, the broth. And it's
finger-licking.
It's incredible.
Better than finger-licking, Jim.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Exactly. You don't want to waste any on your fingers. Just put it in your mouth. Absolutely delicious. God bless Maggie. Do you get a chance to go back to Trinidad to visit?
The last time I was there was in 2020, just before, you know what?
Oh,
COVID.
yes. Yes.
That was the last time. And I plan to probably visit to spread the news about my book. A lot of people are aware, some not, but I plan to do so in a few months. So the show all starts right here on the Jim Masters Show.
This is the kickoff right here on the Jim Masters Show. Well, we are honored. This is very, very cool. So tell us, let's go back in time. And congratulations on the book. We're going to talk about the book. And
thank you very much, Jim.
Yes. And we might even have a surprise guest. Wayne Scott Lucas may pop in as well, which is a mutual friend. He's always a blessing.
Celebrity, fashion stylist.
Yes, he is, to the
Janet
stars.
Jackson, Tina Turner, name them.
So Alison Ayres, Jim Masters. So growing up in Trinidad, what were some of those influences for you to want to go into music and express yourself through the arts and through music, Alison?
Well, basically, we were exposed, and I was influenced mostly by the Motown artists. Of course, we had Calypso, which is our cultural music, but the Jackson 5, Smokey Robinsons, you name them, the Diana Ross, more so the Motown artists was a really strong influence. And I discovered very early on, Jim, that I had this ability. The first song that I wrote was a love song, actually, for a neighborhood crush who then left and came to the United States, actually. So my heart was so broken. That happened to be the first song that I wrote. It's called You Are the One. And I was professing my love for her until I died because she left me with a broken heart, etc. And that's where it started. But the influence was mostly from those Motown artists. We also had people like Jim Reeves that my grandmother used to play religiously, no pun intended.
Yes.
Marian Makeba. So we had
Oh
that
yeah.
African influence. And the list could go on. We had some local artists, Maeve and Dave. They were the big hit then, the Sparks. So we had some really popular local artists who influenced me because I always saw myself doing what they're doing, but the main influence was American. The strongest influence was American, and mostly from American artists, more specifically Motown artists, because that's what used to be played on the radio.
That's amazing. Hey, we've got it's your boy Hayden, Lou Haynes here,
Louis,
coming in from
Hayden.
Trinidad and Tobago is in the house watching
Yo,
live.
Hayden, what's up?
That's fantastic, huh?
Hayden,
Wow,
nice
the
to have you
signal's
on
coming
the
in strong in the Caribbean.
nice to have you on the Jim Master Show, Hayden. You're
Yes,
gonna
now
be
I love
famous
it.
soon. Yep.
Yeah, now I love it. Thanks for joining us and welcome to the Jim Masters show
Thanks for
here.
joining us, Hayden.
Absolutely right. So tell us about that desire to then come to the United States and some of the opportunities that were here. Were there opportunities waiting for you here, Allison, or did you have to create those opportunities when you came here?
Well, it all started with a dream. All started with a dream. Little boy growing up in the countryside of Trinidad and Tobago, in the deep south, oil rich and everything, where soccer was basically a lifestyle, sports generally speaking. But I grew up in households basically with contentment. Everything was about contentment. Um,
Yes.
there wasn't anything like dreaming big or big dreams. We were just contented. If you didn't have it, you did without it. That was like a mantra. But I don't know what it was about myself. I don't know if it was something that was spiritually orchestrated, but I just was different. I had dreams. It started with a dream, and I couldn't accomplish it all by staying in Trinidad. So I had to look at the bigger picture, and I came to the home of the brave, the land of the free, and the home of the brave to actually pursue some of those big ambitions that I had. One of which was going to Pratt Institute, which is where I met Wayne Scott Lucas. And that's where it all started. America taught me to dream even bigger than I had dreamt. And that's where it all started. So
That's incredible.
the land
Yeah.
of opportunity, that's where it was for me. That's where it was at. And here I'm at many, many years later.
Yeah, that's great that you did the schooling too. Pratt's a great school, and at the same
Absolutely.
time, still really pursuing, this gift of music, right? And the first for you was the xylophone. That was your very first instrument,
Yes, what we call a ping pong in Trinidad.
right?
It had a limited amount of notes, like probably do re mi fa sol la ti do,
That's
and
right.
I could play anything from Twinkle Twinkle Little Star
Right.
to Mary Had a Little Lamb, right? And
Our-
that was like a road match. A road match in Trinidad is something that is the most popular song that's played on Carnival Day, and we will get into the Carnival later. But
yeah.
that was played over and over. Mary Had a Little Lamb, do there, row, row, row your boat. And that was the function of the xylophone, to keep me happy and
To keep-
joyful.
Right. That was actually the very first instrument that they taught us in school
Really?
in the United States. It was
Wow,
that
Jim.
white xylophone and it had the high pitched sound. And yeah, you go all the way up, all the way down.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's the flute.
No,
Is
this
it
one was the xylophone. It was
the
actually
xylophone
the
too? Where you
xylophone.
play
Yeah.
with two sticks?
Yeah. Well, oh yeah, I know what
With
you're talking
two
about.
two
No, you know what
holes
it
within.
Oh, you know what I'm thinking
Right.
about? The xylophone, yes.
Oh, right.
The other thing that they called it
The
was
long
this.
sticks and two balls at the
Yes,
end.
that's the
Right.
xylophone. Oh, it
There
sounds
you
like
go.
beautiful, almost like the beginner's
Ah.
version of the
Oh God.
vibes. It's
Wow.
almost like the beginning version of the
Say
vibes,
that
those
again.
beautiful.
Say that
Yeah.
again. It actually reverberates the song.
It wasn't the xylophone we started on. It was like a flute, but for kids in 6th grade, they used to call it a flutophone.
A
So it was like a
flutophone.
white plastic
Oh,
flute,
okay.
very long.
Okay.
So we learned how to play the flute on this plastic, kids
So,
version, and that's what in 6th
so did you
grade.
like it?
Oh, I loved it. Yeah, and then I went to
Wow.
violin from there, which wasn't easy. That was like 12, 13 years of
I wish I
age.
could play the violin. All my music has violin, live
It
violins in it.
has the violin, right? Yes.
Live,
So it
live
was
song.
not the xylophone. I love the sound of the xylophone. I love that the vibe sound
There
and
you go. There
percussion
you
and
go.
rhythm. It was the
Welcome to
flutophone.
the
That's
club.
right. Oh yeah, I love
Love
rhythmic
love it.
music of
Any
all
type of
kinds.
music played on any instrument. Ah,
Is the best, isn't it?
absolutely,
It r-
absolutely,
so
absolutely.
then when did the opportunities start coming to you in America
As
when you
far as
first came?
as
As
far as
far as making music and having people really appreciate your sound and your music.
well, it hasn't come yet,
Still working on it, huh?
but I've done songs like when I was a United Nations ambassador, and as I say, that is actually the dream that I'm pursuing right now. That dream of having one of my songs in the American mainstream music industry, and that might just be a soccer song for the World Cup in 2026, where I'm hoping to have the whole world singing that song. It's gonna be simple, but that's the moment that I'm still waiting on. So it hasn't
That's
happened quite yet, but I'm getting close. And I
You're
think the
getting
World Cup
close.
might be my stage. And you're gonna be
Yeah.
included in the video for sure.
Oh, that'd be fantastic, huh?
Absolutely, absolutely,
Now,
absolutely.
you're gonna shoot it all around the New York area?
Right. And the hook in the
Or are we
song,
going to Trinidad? Pigeon peas and rice.
I
That's the only thing we can have.
and I would probably ask you right now to put that on your bucket list. Trinidad, I,
Mm.
I would personally accompany you and
Do,
Wayne. Absolutely.
do the Jim Master Show
Carnival
live from Trinidad.
at
Wow.
carnival time. Carnival is something that
Carnival time would be
if you think
fantastic.
if
Yeah,
you think you had fun in your life, wait till you go to
it's
Trinidad Carnival.
it's a beautiful
Take your
place.
vitamins. Take your
Yeah.
vitamins. Take your vitamins, Jim. Take your vitamins because they party for like a month straight.
Yes, right,
And it
exactly.
culminates in 2 days of whoo,
Oh,
explosion of music and
so
costumes and wow, food and a
it's
total
life.
embodiment of the culture.
Absolutely. So how do
Total
you
embodiment.
describe your sound, Allison? How do you describe your music?
I would say it's a world music because what I do, I try to marry different songs, whether it's Caribbean songs with Latino. It's a music music that I love as well. So I try to do a combination, and as I said, even American pop, um, R&B, depending. So it different influences, and I just try to marry them together to create a song that's synonymous with Alison S, but still Caribbean. As a matter of fact, I still refer to it as soca music because that's a genre that evolved from Mother Calypso. So it's a hybrid. It's more spiritual to me. The creator of that particular hybrid, soca, um, who is now deceased, Rash Shorty, he created it. And in a conversation with him, I asked him, well, what is this soca music? And he explained that it's supposed to be the soul of Calypso, meaning
Mm,
the spiritual dimension of Calypso. So I stuck with that. And so my music also has a spiritual connotation to it. And as I said, messages are usually potent. So I would describe it as world music. I wouldn't even attempt to just say it's belongs to one genre, but if I had to describe it in a word, I would say soca, which is synonymous with Trinidad, but with different influences and different ingredients to make it all
Mm,
taste.
yeah. You're going to feel good when you hear it, right? Mm.
Absolutely, especially the party version.
Oh, the party version,
Yeah, that's
absolutely.
the one where you have to go to the gym for a month before you start going to party.
Right. To get ready for it.
I
Are
kid
you
you not.
always writing? Are you always writing and writing and writing? And what are some of the
Absolutely.
things that inspire you to write your music, Allison?
Ah, socio-political issues,
Yeah.
injustices,
Yeah.
um, mostly because
Yeah.
I'm a serious writer. I could be fun and I could
Right.
write fun songs, and I have,
But you have a
but
message.
absolutely, I like my message, music to deliver a message, one that could connect, one that people could relate to, and one that would probably get the ears of the subjects of the music. And you would probably hear it in the live performance that I would do. Hopefully, the sound system is good enough. I'm going to try my best. But I think the message is what you should focus on, and the rest of the people around the world should focus on, because it's something that it's really, really, really potent.
There's also this wonderful connection to soccer. Tell us how all of this happened. This is incredible. And look how dapper you are there in your suit, my friend, huh? This is another love of yours. Tell us about this. This is
Of
quite an
course,
honor.
it's fair to say that soccer might have made me who I am, in addition to my mother,
Yes.
who deserves a lot of credit. But the name Edson Arantes do Nascimento, right? Edson Arantes do Nascimento, Pele.
Oh, Pele.
He,
Yeah. And we just
my
lost
idol.
him.
There
Yes.
you go. So he was the reason that I started to play. He was the reason that I kept playing
New York Cosmos. I
soccer.
remember that and so much
There you
more.
go.
Yeah.
Santos from Brazil.
And a class act too, a gentleman, a
Oh, Lord.
class. He like Hank Aaron to baseball and
There we go.
Jackie
There we go.
Robinson, very class. Sidney Poitier,
Absolute. There
yeah,
we
in
go. There
that
we
same
go, Jim.
league, same
There we
genre.
go.
Yeah,
Humanitarian of the ultimate level.
yeah.
Ultimate level. So that's where it started. And where I grew up in Trinidad was in a community called Point Fortin. Um, hello, Point Fortin. Playing on the street, just like they do in Brazil. Because we were Brazilian fans before a lot of people, I guess. I mean, because we had some really top players too
Yo,
from that
yeah.
era who played in the NASL with the same Pele, Gali Cummins, right? He was the national football coach. He played Pele. But that's where it all started for me in Point Fortin on the streets. And I learned from really some people who were the best. I mean, to play alongside Pele and Beckenbauer and George Best, Steve David was another player from Trinidad. So, I mean, they were the idols. And as a matter of
Mm.
fact, because of soccer, I'm 64 years old. Well, going on
No
64,
way.
absolutely. 63,
Wow.
going on 64 in August. I have never drank alcohol, never smoked cigarettes, never took any illegal drugs, because I wanted to be a professional player. So soccer for me is life. It's not a hobby.
Yeah,
It was a lifesaver. I'm so glad now that it's been embraced here in America, and I so
yeah.
look forward to 2026. So soccer was an integral part, and still is an integral part of my life.
Yes, and look at these things we have on the screen. Tell us about these
Wow.
things. Yeah.
All right, Jim. I also created my own or line or brand of sportswear called Nussler. That's my name spelled backwards, by the way.
Ah, yes, that's right. I
So
like that.
there you go. And Nussler is an acronym for No Other Sportswear Inspires Living Attitude.
Oh, that's
Living
perfect.
Attitude is the brand ideal. Now, that all emerged from people like Muhammad Ali, who used their platform in sports, and as did Pele, uh, to promote positive social change, not only social, but personal change. So this is what the Nusla brand is about. It's a brand that I'm hoping to introduce in the not too distant future, to use it as a catalyst to promote positive, personal, and social change. So that's what it's all about.
That is so fantastic.
So
That's a
that's
beautiful,
the
beautiful
star
thing you're
player
doing.
line.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's the star player basketball line. Then I have the star player soccer line, and I'll have the star player football line. So
Wow.
there we have it.
Very nice. And look who we
Thank
have.
you. Thank
Look
you.
who we have here.
Ah, the king, the absolute king. Thank you. Thank you, Edson. Thank you. Thank you for making my life so joyful. I give you, I mean, I'm eternally grateful because of you. My life took on a path that it might have otherwise strayed from
Yeah.
because of you.
Pele. Yeah.
Sucker.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. There's so many
That
different
was in
ways.
1994, just before the World Cup in the US. So I saw him there and then I met him at the World Cup in the US where I performed
Pele.
actually.
Yeah. I
Yes.
would. And when you got the news that he passed, that must have been like you were losing a brother.
And can I be honest? I can't remember the last time I shed a tear, but when he passed, my wife doesn't even know it, but I did shed a tear because I know it's because of him. I became who I am, and I have to be eternally grateful, and it would always be. That's why I have him up as my, I mean, Facebook profile photo, and
Yeah.
it might
Oh
stay there
yeah.
for a very long time. So
Paying
yes,
homage to him. Look at this
absolutely.
too.
Ah,
Soccer's holy
that's
grail.
that's piece of my artwork that I did.
This is
Uh,
your artwork. Yeah.
yeah, this is my artwork actually, and that was actually used for an album cover in 19. I don't know if you remember this, 1989, when United States made my entire nation cry when they beat us 1-0 to go to the
Yeah.
Italy World Cup. I was very much involved in that. I did a theme song that became a football anthem. So that was the record jacket for a song that I collaborated on with Super Blue, who is
Oh,
an icon.
very
And
big.
so that
Yeah.
was the illustration that I did.
That's incredible. Look at this too.
That was
Windows
something.
of life.
This one is deep. When I came to Pratt,
This is your
because
work too?
yes, and
Beautiful.
I actually did that while I was at Pratt. Even though I was an advertising stroke graphic design major, I took the illustration and I was doing really well. As a matter of fact, a very famous illustrator in New York, illustrator Jackie Morgan, she
Hmm.
when I told her yes, I wanted to take the class and I did my first assignment, she was like, "Yes, I think you should continue. I think you could really, really, really do good professionally." So with Jackie Morgan's encouragement, and that was really deep. When she saw it, she was like, "Wow," because I mean, the thought that went into it, the three windows of life. The first window is childhood.
Mm,
That's where you see the traffic lights, green go. You
yeah.
see the
ABC
ABC.
blocks.
There
Yeah.
you go. And you see one child almost protecting the other. But
Yes.
the expression is one of, oh God, we don't know what the future would hold,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's that expression. And of course, it's an integrated pair, white and black. And I believe in that. As you see, black and white, my favorite colors, actually.
You
And then
got
we
it.
go to the second window, where it's like a teenage years, where you're exposed to all these things that the world would throw at you. It could be the drugs and the
Yes.
alcohol. Then you have sports that could be a part that could be, your way out of, what the world might throw at you negatively. And then you have the
Right.
books with school, and then you have the little spoon with, we know what. Then you go to the final window where you're an adult and the first thought is you get a career, you try to move up the ladder. Sometimes you're going up the ladder, boom, one of the rungs break, you slide back down, you get up, you dust yourself off, you start. So it's all about resilience. And then there's your almighty dollar. That's actually uh, an interpretation of the road. You can see the black stripes that represents the white stripes in the road, and it could take you anywhere into infinity. That's why I just left the
So
the
cool.
foreground. Yeah, it
Yeah.
could take you anywhere. It could take you
Anywhere.
anywhere because that is basically what most people chase. Most
That's
people want to
right.
get rich,
Yeah.
so it could take you anywhere.
Anywhere. It might even take you to Soccer Fest.
There we
There you
go.
go,
There we
huh?
are. So that
Wow.
was me performing at Soccer Fest at the World Cup in '94.
In Los
I was
Angeles.
I was a specially invited guest by the World Cup organizing committee because I did this song called Soccer Fever USA, and I presented it to them. As a matter of fact, it was presented by one Jack Austin Warner. I don't know if you know that name. I worked for him for a while, and
Oh, yeah.
yeah, he's very much a topic of conversation.
That's incredible. Look at this shot, too. The
There we go.
graduates.
That's my buddy right there shouting to some.
That's fantastic, huh? Mm, that's a great shot. All right. So I think you froze, Allison. You froze on the shot there, but we'll bring in our surprise guest who's waiting in the wing. Yeah, you're frozen there for some reason, but we'll bring in. It's a beautiful shot of you frozen. We'll bring in Wayne Scott Lucas. Hey, Wayne.
How are you guys?
Fantastic. It's good to see you. I think Allison's Wi-Fi sort of froze him in place there. Hopefully
Ay,
he
ay,
can
ay.
hear us. Ah, he
Hope-
popped out.
I hope he comes back. He'll come back. He's good at this. He's a professional.
Yes, all he needs to do is just sign back in. So I don't know if you're texting him. Just tell him sign back in the same link, and
I'll
that'll
text
get
him
him.
right now for you.
That'll
So
get him back.
how is everybody?
We're doing well. We were just showing this the Pratt Institute graduation with some of the classmates.
You
Pretty
know what's
cool.
so funny? I have not seen that picture until he showed it to me, and I was shocked. I have no photos of my graduation. Can you believe it?
Now, are you in this one?
That's me on the very right. I can't see your screen, but that's me all the way to the right with the short hair. Tall, skinny, short hair.
Oh, the mouth is open.
Yes, gorgeous.
Wow, tall. Yes, there you are, towering over everybody.
6'4", short hair, trying to be stylish.
There you are. Oh, and Allison's back.
Oh, good. Hi, Allison.
Hey, Allison,
Hello, I'm back. Wayne Scott Lucas.
Wayne Scott Lucas is here. Wayne said he didn't have any graduation photos, so he was excited to see
I'm
this. And
excited.
he pointed out that he's on the far right, letting everybody know I am here and I'm ready to take on the world. This is a great shot, Allison.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
that was
Thank
special
you.
times. You know, it's amazing because I came from born again Christian religious background, and Allison came from a very strict kind of interesting background. And, you know, we connected in school, but now connecting as adults after school is so much richer. And to
Yes.
see that two adult men, and this is good for you guys out there. I saw Merlin's there and all the listeners. It's so good to understand that we had such amazing talent in school, but we had such self-doubt by how we were raised that we had to find our way as adults. So we've actually now found our way, and Allison's got his book and I've got my projects going on, and it's nice to connect as adults. But when you read his story, the journey to the man sitting in front of you in that beautiful white sweatsuit is a long, tough journey. And what came out of it is pure magic. So
Yeah.
I got back involved because I loved his book and it moved me. So Jim, that's why I love him, and I love his music, and I love his hope, and I love how he cares for his family, and he put his family first. For all the listeners, no matter what his career meant, he put his family and his homeland first. He would come to New York and work, and he'd go back home. He would take care of his mother, and he would go back home. And I love that about him.
That's so cool. How long have you guys known each other now? How many years?
How long, Allison?
83 to now, so almost 14.
Wow.
Can you believe it?
Wow. That's incredible, huh? And you've stayed connected and
83.
friends. That's amazing. That's beautiful, huh?
When we reconnected, it was like, you know, I was reading all this stuff about Wayne, right? And I'm not surprised that he ended up being who he is, to be honest, because even back at school, he used to dress what I might probably refer to as kind of weird at the time, because I just came from Trinidad where people are very conservative.
It was much more colorful and expressive.
Man, he made fashion statements with his, you know, pants roll up all the way to the cuff and his sneakers. And I mean, I used to admire the way he dressed, right? Because it was different. But I never told him that. So
I
I'm
love
not
it.
surprised. I'm telling you, I used to be looking at you, and then he would have the shawl and the scarves, and wow. I mean, he was,
And you know,
He was ahead of his time. Yes.
trust me. So I'm not
and I,
surprised that he turned out to be a celebrity stylist at all.
and I would go home, and my parents, this is good for the listeners to hear when you give your kids a hard time about them trying to express themselves. I would
Yeah.
go home looking like that in New York City in art school, and my mother would berate me and tell me that I looked like a fool. And why am I dressing like
Really,
that? I
really.
mean, one
Wow.
day I had on a sweater with a green and blue stripe. So I had on a green sock and a blue sock. You couldn't even see them. Well, she saw them when I got home and she told me that I looked foolish. So isn't it funny? Don't listen to your parents.
Because now green. What? Look at me! I got the green sweater with the hoodie and the green, the blue with the green. See,
Nice
I
combination,
somehow I knew you were going to do the green blue sock story, so I
Jim,
wore
you
the
and me, it's you
blue
and
with the
me.
green.
We are connected. You, me, and Merlin.
Good combination. Nice combination,
And
Jim.
all the rest of our lovely
Mhm.
viewers watching and commenting from all around the world, and of course from Trinidad, they're commenting, and from
Hello.
Europe, and from here in
Hello,
America and
Lovity.
Canada, all around
Hello,
the
Lovity.
world.
From
So
around the world. Greetings from the Big Apple.
congratulations
I
on
Via
the
love you.
book.
Trinidad and
There's the
Tobago.
book. Tell us about the
Wow.
book. This is exciting to see this. Tell us about On a Raft of Dreams, your autobiography. What
Can I tell
inspired you
you?
to write that?
Can I tell you one thing, and then Allison can tell the story?
Yeah, of
Absolutely.
course, Wayne.
I just
Absolutely.
want to tell you, from my viewpoint as a person outside from America, never being to Trinidad, knowing Allison, look at the comments. They're all saying he's a true family man. This book, if you want to know rags to riches, and then back to rags, and then back to riches, but always staying the same, always finding his voice, always finding his talent, letting, no matter how good he was, his ego never got in the way. No matter how talented he was as a creative director, his ego never was better than his family. He
Thank you,
still
Wayne.
takes care of his family. And that is the book. This is about coming from, I write something about Allison when he was young, and many of us have had this story, having holes in their shoes and getting pebbles in their shoes. He has worked through those pebbles in his shoes, and he's turned those pebbles into diamonds. This man really impresses me. So I'm going to not talk anymore, but everybody out
No,
there who knows me, who trusts me,
thank you,
Jim,
Wayne.
I endorse him and I get nothing for endorsing, just that I love him and I believe in the love of family, the love of homeland, the love of sport, the love of physicality, and the love of having a great life is what Allison and this book is all about.
Thank
So,
you.
hey, Trinidad.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Wayne. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. That was
How does it make
heartfelt.
you feel when
And
you
I
hear
know,
a
and I
friend say
know,
that, Allison? Must
and
be
I know it's
beautiful.
genuine. And I know it's genuine because
Oh, with
Wayne,
Wayne it is, yeah.
Wayne has a status that, I mean, who am I? And here he is,
Yeah.
showing these deep praises
Oh, yeah.
after reading my book and with the reconnection. So,
Yeah, no, he
Wayne,
doesn't sugarcoat. He tells
thank
it
you.
I
like it is
speak
and
the
like he
truth.
feels it,
Trust me,
right?
I
Yeah.
got I got a taste of that already from Wayne, and that's
Yeah.
what I like about him. He keeps
Yeah,
it
he's a
real.
straight shooter. Yeah.
We,
Keeps it real.
we,
As a
Allison, after
yes,
I read the book, I said, Allison, could I give you a couple suggestions?
tell him what was the suggestion. Tell him,
and he,
and
and
then
he
I
said,
will
well,
jump on the book.
he said
Tell
it's a
him.
little too late, but let's talk. And we talked, and it was a good talk, and that was what was good about that, I thought.
So back to the book, right? Wayne convinced me to change the cover design. It was a whole different cover design.
Was it?
Yes, and at first I was resisting, and he went deeply into it with his understanding of what he knew that the project went to me, because it was 20 years to get here. And after he explained all that, I was like, okay, Wayne, what is your idea? And then I sent him this photo, and in exclamation mark, he said, Allison, that is the photo.
That's
And
you.
after, there you go. And that's me presenting myself to the world, basically saying, here I am with the rough seas on a raft of dreams that I traveled to get to that horizon in the background.
Amen.
So Wayne, thank you. I'm not listen, I'm not easy to convince. I'm telling you, people who know me, I'm stubborn, especially as a graphic designer and all that, and you so close to your work and everything else. So Wayne, thank you. So
You know, I
Wayne deserves the credit.
I got so passionate about it, Jim, and I started to forget my friend Allison is an art director just like me. So here I am telling one of the best art directors in the world, Allison, what I think. And the best part is, just like students from years ago, we can go
Yes.
back and forth and discuss it, and he can come to the best idea.
Right.
There we go. And
That's what it's about.
and
Yeah.
as a team that, I mean, haven't even seen or worked together since Pratt, which
Yep.
was mostly critiques in class.
Magic.
Now the magic just happened, man. Because I didn't just say, Wayne, no way, I ain't change. I said, okay, because he was supposed to come up with an idea too, right, and present it. But after I presented mine, he said, listen, that's exactly how I envisioned it. He said, that's it. That's it.
That's
So we signed
incredible.
off on the cover. So there we have it.
So give us a sampling of what people can expect when they read the book. What are some of the takeaways, the nuggets about the book that you hope people feel and absorb from your story, Allison?
Life is filled with trials and tribulations,
Yeah.
ebbs and flows, highs and lows. But no matter what they are, never ever give up on yourself. If it's one message, as Wayne articulated before, where 1 minute you're up, next minute you're down, you're thinking, should I give up? To start over from scratch, dust oneself off, it's the hardest thing to do. To find it when you down and you have all these elaborate plans and they started to work, and for whatever reasons, obstacles in the way, trials and tribulations.
Yeah.
Sometimes they may not even be your own, that you take on, and it impedes the progress, and then you have to start all over. So it's about going through all these trials and tribulations, healing, and even during the healing, you still continue to pursue whatever dreams. And I call it on a raft of dreams because a raft, I refer to it as a life-saving device, like a life raft.
Yes.
So that's basically was the concept. So my raft was built of dreams. And here I am on your show. It was something that could never have been in my wildest dreams. Connection with Wayne. And here I am in front of the world. Never, ever give up on your dream. Never, ever give up on yourself, even when there might be people who might be trying to discourage or whatever. Never give up. Listen, be open to constructive criticism. Listen. Never, ever give up on yourself. Never, ever give up on your dream. That's the message I hope you take away. Deal with all your issues, trials and tribulations, heal from them. As a matter of fact, the book was cathartic for me. It provided the healing I need. I'm a whole new person right now.
Mm.
And with Wayne coming into my life at this point, I mean, Wayne is so positive. I can't even entertain negativity. Wayne is all positive, positive, positive. Alison, we got this. Let's make the magic happen. He has never said no to anything. We discussed, I said, okay, this is my plan. Done. Right now, Wayne has COVID. Well, he's not well. Let's put it this way.
It's okay. I've got really bad. I just got over really bad COVID.
He's not well.
I couldn't miss the show.
And when I text him, I said, okay, health first.
Yeah.
He says, no, I'll be here.
I have to.
Yeah. That's a man of his word, because he didn't even tell me. I would have told him, stay home, don't even.
Sorry,
but he's a trooper.
Sorry,
Let me
Wayne.
tell you something. I say this, guys. Life is a series of, I always say this to Allison and other people. Life is a series of, I said this about Lisa Marie Presley's death. Life is a series of horrific, painful speed bumps. And in between the speed bumps, we have moments of joy. And some people have more speed bumps than others. But whoever told you that life was supposed to be easy has lied to you. It is not supposed to be easy. It is difficult. It is a journey, and you're supposed to heal when you're here. And when you leave, you're supposed to leave mostly healed. And if you don't, you've kind of wasted this one precious life. So what Alison has done, and Alison had many speed bumps. You all out there have had many speed bumps. Jim has had speed bumps, but you know what? You keep picking yourself up, dusting yourself off, and rolling to the next speed bump. And you really have to eat that joy in between the speed bumps. Because if you don't, life becomes just a myriad of trouble. So just keep believing that you're supposed to be great and that your birthright is to be wonderful. If you keep believing that, no matter how much self-doubt you have, you will make it because God or your source will carry you through. So go ahead.
Let me put it in a quote, Wayne, that I think got your attention too. Whatever you vividly imagine, okay? Whatever you vividly imagine, ardently desire, sincerely believe, and enthusiastically act upon shall inevitably come to pass.
Jim, that's Alison's big quote, and I love it.
That's so true. It's like the law of attraction. Yeah.
There you go.
You attract positive or negative, and it's your choice to decide what you want to attract in your life, right?
There we go. And even Wayne, I introduced him to a term that I coined myself called spiritual orchestration. Now that even visualization is one law of attraction, but then there are events that happen in my life where it was just a thought and I was just manifesting that thought on a spiritual level. And it brought all the elements together. And I think this attests to that fact with Wayne. Because when I reached out to Wayne, I wasn't expecting him to say, yeah, I mean, big celebrity stylist. Oh yeah, we were Pratt classmates. And then he was like, yeah, and that's what I describe as spiritual orchestration. Because I could have been intimidated and say, you know what? I ain't going to even try to reach out to Wayne. But I did, and here we are on the Jim Master Show.
Yeah.
It's funny that more people don't have the guts to ask for help. You know, you got to start having the guts to ask for help because somebody helped me and I still need help. So it's not like it's all a bed of roses. Like Jim knows this in this business. We constantly need help. You constantly need another connection or another friend or someone else to give you a leg up. And you know what? As you go through those speed bumps, when you give people a leg up, you get a leg up back. And all of a sudden, everybody is supporting each other, making this pyramid of magic. And then you reach your goals. I mean, if we can reach our goals together and we all win, that's what this is all about.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's right.
Believe in yourself. Listen, we were all put upon this earth for a purpose.
And any women or men out there, Jim, who are sports fans, you know, Alison was very involved with FIFA and the World Soccer League. And there are men out there and husbands that are going to want to read this and hear about their favorite players. And
that's right.
The terrible scandals at FIFA that went on. I mean, the World Cup in soccer is becoming huge in America right now.
Absolutely. Because they're going to be a host in 2026. So
yep, it's going to be huge.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's incredible. You know, it's amazing. It really, really is. And congratulations. Is there anything, maybe like a story or a piece from the book that you can share with us, Alison? Maybe a segment of the book that you recall? One of the stories you've shared in the book?
I'm just trying to hear.
I think, go ahead. Wait.
I'm waiting to hear what your favorite one is.
What a favorite part of my book?
Well,
I think, go ahead.
Or something that might inspire somebody watching right now who's going through something.
No, I was going to tell Alison the best stuff that I read was, and I don't want to interrupt Jim, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
About how he finally got to America and he got into art college in America. And he was so broke, there wasn't even enough money for food sometimes.
See, that's a good inspiring
wasn't
story.
Enough money for a slice of pizza. And, you know, I went to art college too, and my parents were middle class, and I couldn't even afford the art supply. Every night you'd have to spend $75 for supplies for homework the next day. And Alison will tell you now how broke he was, he would sleep on the floor, and then he would wake up and he would do his art homework till 4 a.m. in the morning and get up and go to school the next day with no money and no food. So, I mean, I would suggest something about that, because that always shows me that when you want your dream enough, someone told me if you want it, it's not a dream. When you want it enough, you're going to get it out there, everybody. Every single thing you desire. And Joel Osteen says, pray big prayers. Don't pray the small ones. While you're sleeping on the floor, while you're eating that slice of pizza, pray big prayers.
That's
God's
right.
going to provide. Go ahead,
And
Alison. I won't interrupt.
yeah,
Go ahead.
no, it's all right, because
That's
I
a
think
wonderful
you hit,
lead in. That's a great
yeah,
lead in.
you hit a nerve,
I
because
set him up. I gave him a
You
good
set
song.
it up. That's you
absolutely.
sure did.
And I appreciate it, because there's a story, and it goes back to my mentor. His name was Trevor Cardinal. When I was back in Trinidad, just with this dream of being a legitimate or bona fide commercial artist, as it was referred to back then, I was a trainee in an advertising agency back in Trinidad, and I met someone called Trevor Cardinal. I didn't know at the time that he came out here and worked for one of the biggest advertising agencies in the world, which was Leo Burnett. And while I was a trainee, he was there, and he recognized my talent and everything else, and he took me under his wing. And it was a challenge, because he was the one who suggested that I come abroad to study. And I couldn't wrap my mind around it, because financially it was something that was way out of my reach. Trevor Cardinal, and I think this story is important because this was life-changing, and it's going to be a conduit into that experience that Wayne started to share. Trevor Cardinal contribution to my life as a professional advertising artist, a graphic designer. I cannot, words cannot express my gratitude to Trevor. So he had this plan for me to come abroad to study. And he devised a plan where I was getting about $300 a month as a stipend at the advertising agency where I started. And so he realized that he needed to try to do something to help me save money. So he set up a plan. He asked me if I would be receptive. I said, absolutely, because this is beyond my wildest dreams. So his plan was I would leave the agency. He found me a job where my salary was increased to like $1,200. He said, spend a year, and then I'll bring you back to the advertising agency, where they would then have to pay you more so you could save towards studying at Pratt. The plan worked. I came to Pratt, but I never imagined that would have been so difficult. The journey. My mother was here. When I landed here, the accommodation we had wasn't at all suitable. It was almost like an abandoned structure. So I had to take all the money that I saved for school to find a new apartment that my mother and myself could live in, because I came to study. The environment that we would have been in would not have been conducive to studying. So I had to spend all, or most of it anyway, of that cash. The first 2 days I landed here was the weekend before Labor Day. So then I hardly had money to buy supplies, etc., as Wayne said. So sometimes I would come to school happy, working hard, but hungry, or a slice of pizza. For the whole time that I was at school, my lunch at Pratt Institute was a slice of pizza. Sometimes I might be able to buy a beverage, most times not. So it was a slice of pizza, water. Now, during that journey, I was getting 2, 3, 4 hours sleep, because I didn't want to disappoint myself. There was a lot of people dependent on me. So I was working really hard. And it get to the point where mentally it started to take a toll. And I had one scary experience. One day heading to the train, I used to take the C to the A to the 5 or 4, then to the 6. And because I was not getting sleep. As a matter of fact, I started to even take sleeping aid pills.
You
So
did,
we're
yeah.
not, yes, because the 2 or 3 hours I got up at 7, I would usually go to bed at 4. So the 2 to 3 hours of sleep, I wasn't really getting sleep. So I started to take sleeping aid pills, and my mother would wake me up at 7. And there was this scary experience one day because of lack of sleep and everything. I walking to catch the train, and my mind just went almost blank. So it was like I was finding my way to the train station just based on visual memory, right? And it was scary. It was really scary because it was almost as though I was going to lose my mind.
You're
Lack
right.
of sleep, poor diet, pressure. Wayne would tell you about the assignment schedule, was work on top of work, and you have to keep on top of it. So it was significant that he mentioned that practice experience because it was life changing, but not without its challenges. Um, but here I am. I didn't give up. As a matter of fact, I even worked harder because I wanted to achieve a 4.0. The first semester, it was 3.5, I think. I said, wow, after all that hard work, 3.5, boom, buckle down, 4.0. But the result was mentally, physically, it took its toll because I had to put in the time. So that was a
Right.
period so
Exactly.
life
Yeah.
changing. I still didn't give up. I accomplished what I set out to accomplish, which was that New York mission to get that degree. And it served me in good stead.
And he wasn't going home to rich parents that were letting him fail and do whatever he wanted. He was going home to people saying, we need help.
There we
So
go.
he was
Please help
going
us.
Like I
home.
said, a lot of
When
people
he
are
went home
dependent on
every
me.
when he went home every night from school exhausted, his parents needed help. They weren't there
But
to
my
say,
mother, not parents, my
his
mother.
mom, that's right.
Your mother,
His
yeah.
mom needed
Yeah.
to say, I need help, and his mother was going blind. His mother couldn't walk. I mean, it's like,
Well, she had cataracts for a long time, and she developed a lot of health issues. She's 91 now, and I'm a caregiver.
God bless her.
Have been here for the last 25, 30 years. Um, so
Allison's
that was the
story.
journey.
Allison's journey is everybody's journey. And
Yeah.
if we wouldn't make believe we're all fabulous and we would tell the truth, we could all start helping each other understand that there's other Allisons out there going to school right now. And there's other Allisons coming from Trinidad trying to go through college. And there's other sports kids that want to be sports stars that need help
There
and
you go.
get abused at home or don't get food. And, what we put on each other's hearts tonight is to look at Allison and say, you
I can
can't
do it.
point it. People pointed him. Oh, look at that little black boy. They in America, they're so racist about things. You look at him and you say, look what this man made of himself with just his own backbone and strength. And if we give a little bit of love to each other and don't judge each other's skin color or where they're from, we can start changing the world.
There you go.
And that's
Exactly
what we
right.
need, Jim. I feel really strongly about that. I mean, I knew Allison in college. My parents couldn't afford to send me. They had sold my grandmother's house next door, and they took all that money and they gave it to me for college. But my mother made sure that I knew that that was not my money. I was chastised for college money every day, and I suffered going through college just like Allison because there was no extra money. But I suffered as a white middle class person, and he was suffering as a person from another country trying to get a slice of pizza. But I never knew in college that Allison had that problem because he never let on that he needed the help.
And here's the thing. Here's the thing. I would have never thought you was having the same problem.
Same.
So I was listen.
Same. My mom was like,
never thought.
my mom's like, you have to choose between art supplies and lunch. And I was like, what? So it was just hard. It was hard, but I'm proud of what Allison's become. And I'm proud that every lady that you have that follows you and every man that listens, they start to see that this is the human issue. It's not just a they issue and a them issue. It's an all of our issue, how we're going to help each other. And I hope when you see that Allison bounced back after being abused by the top bosses in the industry, he never lost his heart and his soul. After being fired by big people that they were jealous, he didn't lose his heart and soul. After Tina Turner's manager got jealous of me and fired me in the middle of a big job. I didn't lose my heart and soul. I was disappointed, but I didn't lose my soul. So when you get screwed at work, when you get screwed by a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a family member, do not give up. Right, Allison? God
Absolutely.
has you here for a purpose.
Absolutely.
Spread your joy. Everybody's not going to like you, but God's going to love you.
For no reason whatsoever, because that's a mystery. But you know what? You just keep on going.
Exactly right.
Just keep on going. You do things with a clear conscience. You do it sincerely, and let the universe decide what your destiny is with the action that you would take towards whatever you're trying to accomplish. Like meeting Wayne, like being on your show. This is a start to a journey that who knows where it would end, but it's going to be a journey for sure.
Absolutely. And that's a great entree to this piece of music that you wanted to share with us live, Alison. Tell us about this. You said it would be very dramatic, and it's also tied into some very special things that are celebrated during this particular month. Tell us about it.
Okay, it's a song called Never Black. And with political all the political turmoil, and although I'm not into politics too much, but you couldn't ignore it. All that was happening in America, because I mean, as everyone knows, America is a place that every individual on the earth aspire to come to pursue the dream, the land of opportunities. I being one of them. Here I am, been living here for over 20 years. I'm living a good life. America has done that for me.
Amen.
However, absolutely. Thank you, America. You've given me a life that I never thought possible. Here I am on the Jamas's show.
Amen.
Never would have thought it. So the song primarily was about the advent of a certain politician who emerged and I guess exceeded all expectations, I guess, including his own. So I looked at it, I was looking at the effects that it was having on people. Even my mother, it was affecting her mentally because of what was happening and the rhetoric, etc. So I decided, you know what, let me address it. As I said, I like my music to address socio-political things, and it has a message. So in the song, I address that message. And because of the advent of this individual, I ask a question, or I am asking America to reconsider, to take off the blindfold and look at what's real. And what's real is maybe it was never my type, or if you want to say Black people, who might have been what most might have perceived them to be. So I'm saying it was maybe never Black, right? So in the chorus of the song, it would really say exactly what the song says. But in the lead up to that, it would address that period or that era where we had this politician who just emerged out of nowhere and made some people happy, and made some people very, very sad, if for want of a better word. But I wrote the song that addresses because I myself was being affected. So I hope that America and the world would listen to this song. I will try my best. It might be the best acoustics, etc., as I said, but the lyrics of the song, I would try to articulate as best as possible. And if we could get 30 seconds to prepare, I would set up and I would deliver it to the best of my ability in the present environment. And we make the best of the performance. But the lyrics, I pay homage to a lot of civil rights leaders and a rhetorical question or suggestion in the song to just make America question itself. So if I get 30 seconds.
You got it. Absolutely.
I'll talk to Jim. I'm going to sign
absolutely.
off. I'm going to sign off because of COVID. I'm going to watch you guys, but I love you, Allison. I believe in
Wayne,
you.
Thank you.
Always. And
Thank you.
Jim, you've become a very important person in my life, and I'm always here for you and all your listeners that write to me on Facebook. I love them. I care about how they treat people, and I think that this is a really magic group. And I'm going to go take some, what's it called? Paxlovid COVID medicine.
Yeah,
I'm going
that's
to
it.
go
The
back to my
Lovities.
bed. See if you want to see. You want to
But
see?
you look great with that nice turtleneck and sport coat. Very
Watch
sharp.
this.
Nobody would know.
Watch this. Ready, guys? When I stand up, ready?
Yeah.
We're not seeing it, but you can
Pajamas.
imagine. There you
Can
go.
you see it?
Oh, the pajama bottoms.
I'm in pajama bottoms. I wanted to look good for you, but I'm so sick.
So
So
Jim, I'm
I
gonna
love
leave this
you.
up.
Allison, play your
Yes.
music. Jim, I love you. And anything you
Wayne.
guys need. And to all the listeners, you can, Allison, make sure you give them your social media handles. And Jim,
Absolutely.
I love you.
You
And
too, Wayne.
Absolutely.
Thanks for stopping by and feel better, my friend.
Wayne,
Okay.
man.
yep. What,
Sincerely.
Allison?
We're sending him
Sincerely,
lots of
Wayne.
JMS lovity.
Sincerely.
Lots of
And
lovity.
watch out for George Burns at the end. Bye-bye.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Wayne.
Wayne.
There
From
he goes.
kid,
He just
I'm going
became a
to bed.
round circle. He went into the twilight zone.
So
So
you
you,
want to take me off the screen? Oh,
yeah, because you're going to set things up, right?
yes.
Yeah, there you go. See, now we see you have pants on. He's got pajamas, but you got pants.
Absolutely.
So now we know. He's going to set things up. How's everybody doing? Hope you guys are enjoying this episode of the Jim Masters Show Live series. Gang, if this is the first time that you are joining us, well, welcome to the show. It's great to have you here. We love having you with us. And it's always cool to have you here. And there's a couple other things that you guys can do as well if you want. And one of them would be, let's see. You know what that would be, right? You can do this. Let's see, where do we have that? There it is. Give us a thumbs up. Little interlude music. There's a thumbs up icon that's on our YouTube channel, Jim Masters TV. So click that. Lets us know you're enjoying this episode and all the episodes here on the Jim Masters Show Live series. You can certainly do that. We appreciate that. And also, if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, do that as well. There's a red subscribe button there for you. And that looks kind of like this. Yeah, a little bit like that, right? So you click the red subscribe button, and it doesn't cost anything. When you subscribe to our YouTube channel, Jim Masters TV, it doesn't cost anything at all. I don't know why they call it subscribe, but click the red subscribe button. Let everybody know about our series. There are hundreds of episodes that you can enjoy right here on our YouTube channel, Jim Masters TV. And he's getting all set up. He's going to play live for us as well. I do want to show you again. Here is the book, Alison C. Ayres on a Raft of Dreams, an autobiography. You can get it on Amazon and everywhere else. Talking about a lot of cool things, a lot of great memories as well for... Yes, and we showed this picture here. Allison is in there, and Wayne Scott Lucas is the tall guy on the right, looking to the right with his mouth open, talking. There's some of the line, the fabulous wardrobe line that Allison has as well. And there he is with the legendary Pele. Yes, paying homage to Pele. Incredible, world-renowned soccer star, and so much more. So leave a comment for us if you're enjoying this episode. If you want to do a super chat, super emoji, super sticker, you can do that while the show is on. Or you can do super thanks, which is the heart icon that is always available 24/7 underneath all the episodes of every single show and episode we've done of like 900. We're almost around the 900 mark, which is amazing, absolutely amazing. All right, so he is ready to rock and roll. He's got his system all set up. We're all excited about it, and we're going to turn things over to our friend Allison, coming to us again live from New York City. There he is in front of the microphone. He's all set up, and Allison Ayres live on the Jim Masters Show Live worldwide.
Hello.
Take it away.
Hello. Hello.
I hope it's whoa. Hello, America. Hello, America. Hello, America. Please don't shoot the messenger. America, America, America. You've always thought the enemy was black, so you bought into a racism pact. But then came an orange man down an escalator with a devious plan. Play some people like a fiddle in an election. Then spit all over the Constitution. America, hope you now see that the real enemy was never black. Was never black. America, hope you now see. They want to destroy our democracy. We under attack. We under attack. Reality star. Hey diddle diddle. Reality star. Playing you like a fiddle. Reality star. We won't be your sheep. The Star Spangled Banner must know way for all people. Hello, Martin Luther. Hello, Harriet Tubman. Hello, Rosa Parks. Hello, Brother Malcolm. Hello, John Lewis. Hello, Kwame Ture. Hello, Jesse Jackson. Al Sharpton. Narcissistic fraud who mocks God. Got no love for me or you. Very clear, he loves Vladimir Putin. He hates Barack Obama with a real passion. He hates Kamala, he hates Joseph Biden. Instigate an insurrection. No, about Republicans. America, hope you now see that the real enemy was never black. Was never black. America, you destroy our democracy. We under attack. Reality star. Hey diddle diddle. Lord have mercy. Reality star. Playing you like a fiddle. Reality star. We won't be your sheep. Oh no, the Star Spangled Banner must know way for all people. Hello, America. Hello, America. Hello, America. He got you blindfolded. He got you blindfolded. Time to take off your blindfold. He got you blindfolded. 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 Time to take off your blindfold. Thank you. Thank you.
What a powerful
Thank you.
song indeed that is, Allison. Wow.
Sorry, it couldn't be better.
Oh, no,
But
no.
thank you.
Is that available on anything? Download, streaming, CD, anywhere?
YouTube.
It's on there. Oh, it's on. Okay,
YouTube.
good.
YouTube.
Where can they also find the book as well? Is that Amazon and everywhere?
August release. August 12th release.
Yeah, August.
Yes.
Good.
August 12th release.
So keep an eye out for it.
Absolutely. I'm hoping to probably revisit.
Yes, as you do it, you probably have you
to
know, yeah, like a
continue the journey where it started.
absolutely, and then probably have like a book release gathering. Usually, a lot of people have like the day the book comes out, they have a book release gathering and
Absolutely.
signing the books and all of that.
We're
And
planning an event of which, again, once again, Wayne said he would definitely be attending
participate
and
in and
probably bring some of his friends. And
in New York,
he
yeah,
has an open invitation to do. I'll do it more formally, but definitely, Jim, you would be invited as a specially invited guest to that
appreciate
event.
that. When
Absolutely.
when you sing that song, you obviously get very deeply emotionally involved in it. What's running through your veins as you're singing that particular song, Allison? And
Right.
thanks for sharing it with us.
Thank you very much. Well, the thing about it is, most of the time, the fingers point to my race. I'm just trying to be real. It points to my race for whatever reason. What goes through my mind is, listen, I don't think we have done anything to deserve the perception that's out there that for some reason black people are the ones who create most of the problems, not only in America, but apparently in the world. But my message is to America, because most of the world look forward and look towards America for an example. We see what happened when the same individual established a political precedence. That had a domino effect all around the world. We are now fighting for democracy all around the world because of the precedent set. So I'm here to say that, listen, we are not at fault. We are not all perfect. We make up the world, but we are not at fault. So, America, as the song says, I hope that you can now see that whatever problems you might think emanates from the black population in America, black citizens, I don't think, my personal opinion now, it was ever black. The Martin Luthers, the Harriet Tubman, who've all been fighting for years, and with targets for whatever reason, because all they wanted was rights, as everybody else enjoys, for black people who are human beings like everybody else, who have a lot to offer, who have done a lot for the world at large. So I see myself there, and if I could deliver a message just to provoke the thoughts of American, all right, look at America, how it was then. Then we had the advent of this reality star stroke politicians, what that era was like, and where we are now trying to recover. And we're trying to recover a lot of disharmony, disunity, etc. So that's basically the message that I'm trying to spread out. Just thought provoking. Just think about the lyrics of the song. Go to the YouTube channel, Never Black. One of the videos have some really graphic images, so you have to log in, because I just exposed some things that I didn't want to, of course, expose your audience to. But basically, as a black person in America now, born in the Caribbean, I come. So I'm seeing it from not just one lens, but I'm seeing it from a different lens. So it's a voice from the so-called third world that's saying, America, hope you now see that the real enemy was never black. Martin or nobody else created that episode, we know when. That's how Low the Bar got. That's how Low the Bar got.
Mm.
And
So
it
much to
wasn't
digest and to think about and explore and feel. Yeah,
And that's
yeah,
all I'm saying in my song.
right,
Just
right.
feed your thought and think about it. You know,
Take a moment to
was it
stop and
really ever?
yeah, you really like to get us thinking through your music, right, and help us healing because music can be very healing.
I believe in the power of music, not only to heal, but to institute social change, just as
Mhm.
I believe in sport to do the same.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
And that is what I want to do through my music. As I said, all things considered, it could have been a better delivery and execution, but I hope that the message.
Of what you just did, that
Into,
was terrific. It was from the heart.
thank you, thank you,
Yeah.
thank you.
What are some other things that you're excited about that are coming up for you, Allison?
Okay, well, the sports brand, which I said again, I'm hoping to be a catalyst, and of course, I came bearing gifts, so I have to get your address.
Mm.
Um,
Where can
I'm
people order that and find that?
not yet. I'm now trying to do the relaunch and
Oh, it's all
reintroduce it.
so you're doing the designs now and all of this.
And I
This is
must
real
mention, yeah,
exclusive. Yeah.
I must mention the support of my wife, Lisa, who is in the studio. Um, she's been very supportive. As a matter of fact, 5 years ago in 2018, actually, that's when I was going and introduce it officially to the US market. Everything was in place,
Mm.
suppliers from Pakistan, Italy, etc.,
All
etc.,
over.
to
Yeah.
launch it. And she got a cancer diagnosis.
Mm.
And she don't mind me sharing that story. So, of course, nothing mattered then but the health of
Of
my
course.
wife at that time. So she never stopped encouraging me. Even experiencing what she went through, I listen, unless you experience it, it's really difficult to understand it. And she's doing well now.
Good.
Her name is Lisa,
Good.
Lisa Barkley, to be specific.
Love it,
And
Elisa.
Lovity Lisa. Lovity Lisa. Jim sends lovity love to you.
Hmm.
And so I'm at the process with her encouragement because I was like, forget it. Let's just enjoy the rest of our lives together, travel when we can, and do things in the environment that we are served up at this point. But she said, no, don't. And again, it's a lesson there. It's a journey with that brand that was started in 1995. A lot of fits and starts, stores set up to, and then something happened. So 1995, and here we are, 2023, and I'm saying, no, I'm still going to make it happen.
Still gonna
Never
make
give up on yourself or your dream. There you go. Given
exact.
the significance of the brand, what it means,
Oh
just can't
yeah.
give up.
Yeah. Full circle conversation on
There
so
you
many
go.
levels, huh?
There you go.
And with Wayne popping in
There
and
you go.
sharing some of his connection and love and stories as well. And he also mentions that George Burns, the legendary comedian and actor George Burns. There's George Burns right there.
Yes, I know him. Absolutely.
You're
Hi,
seeing
George.
right. Everybody can't wait. They're
Hi,
like, bring
George.
on George. When does George come? Sometimes he comes in the beginning, sometimes in the middle, sometimes later part of the show. But he's here and he sends his levity too. And he played God in the movie, of course. And you
There you
got
go.
God on your side. My aunt collected dolls. I say it all the
Whoa.
time. And because people sometimes like, what is he doing holding a George Burns doll? She collected dolls and
There you
a
go.
serious collector, a
Right.
room filled with very expensive collectible dolls. And this got passed down to me by my cousin Barbara. And she said, we were looking in the room. She said, would you like, the George Burns? And I said, absolutely.
Wow.
So
And there
he's
we have it.
there. He is part of the show as well, and kind of cool.
Absolutely.
Makes everybody smile, and you got a lot of blessings and joy in your life, and you're filled with a lot of spirit and passion for life
Thank
that
you.
translates through your art, your music, and now,
Thank
of
you.
course, your writing of your
Thank you.
autobiography.
Thank you.
Congratulations on all of this, Allison, huh?
Thank you, Jim. Thank you, Jim. Never thought I would. Given the fact that I hated school.
See?
I hated school. So for the people out there, listen, if you doubt yourself, please don't. You could do anything that you put your mind to.
Yes.
Whatever you vividly imagine, ardently desire. I mean, it means so much to me, that statement. Enthusiastically act upon. Listen, once you believe, trust me, it can happen. to
Yeah.
help them.
Right.
The kid who never liked school wrote a book.
Isn't that incredible? See, sometimes you just never know if you don't
There we go.
give in or give up. You just keep moving forward, right?
Thank you for reinforcing the message that I want the audience to come away with. Just that message. It doesn't matter how young you are or how old you are. Doesn't matter.
That's right.
Doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Pursue it. Start it. You all here have a purpose, and you know your purpose. We know our purpose. Some of us are intimidated by sometimes the outside noise or whatever. Just
Yeah.
believe in yourself. Just believe in yourself.
Believe in yourself, right?
Believe in yourself. Never ever give up on
That's
you. On
that's
you.
right.
Never.
Beautiful conversation and a wonderful story with the music and all this interaction with our viewers watching around the world, and unbelievable. You know, it goes by so fast, these shows. We get into some
Yes, it
really
does.
rich conversations, and believe it or not, we've chatted for almost an hour and a half. It doesn't
Wow.
seem like it, right? It doesn't. And
Wow.
almost an hour and a half.
Wow.
You know, it doesn't
An hour
seem
and a
like
half.
that at all.
There you go.
Yeah. It's
There
just,
you
that's what
go,
we
Jim.
do here. We just let it roll, and we do it, from the heart,
Spontaneously. Yeah.
spontaneously. We don't
There you
script
go.
anything or do pre-prepared questions or
Yeah.
any of that. And the
No
viewers are,
nerves here. I was comfortable. You made me feel nervous. Listen, I felt like I know you before I knew you, because once Wayne spoke about you, once I did my little research online, I realized we have a lot in common too, as far as things that we pursue. I felt really, really comfortable. To the audience out there, I hope you enjoyed the show. To the worldwide
absolutely.
audience, to all the lovity
The lovities, yes. Isn't that a great thing? The
around the
lovities?
apathy. I love that term, the lovities.
The
To all the
lovities.
lovities around the world, hope you enjoyed the show. My book would be released August 12th, would be available on Amazon. Hopefully, Jim would have me back so we could continue the journey that he has started, because this is the first time my book cover was revealed anywhere, etc., etc. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Jim, I really thoroughly enjoyed it. I was relaxed. You made me feel relaxed. You made me feel welcome. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
The pleasure was all mine, my friend. Pleasure was all mine. And like I always say to the guests, we'll keep the porch light on for you. You're welcome back anytime. And I truly hope that not only did you enjoy the time with me as much as I have with you, but I hope the show met whatever expectations you might have had as well, my friend.
Absolutely. 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 Beyond my wildest expectations. You know, I was taking a hint at some of the comments, etc. So absolutely.
Yeah,
So I hope the audience enjoyed it too.
they sure have. Absolutely, my friend. You be well, and you stay in touch, and congratulations on
Thank you.
everything.
Thank
Best to
you.
you and your
Thank you.
family. Congratulations on the book, the music, and
Thank you, Jim.
we'll
Thank you.
look for the wardrobe and sports line as well.
Thank you.
And really, really a pleasure having you here on the show.
Sincerely appreciated. We are now friends.
And like Joel,
Wayne might
yeah,
be the best friend, but we are now friends.
but now we're all connected.
There we go.
And keep point, never ever give up. Jolene, spot on. You are correct.
Jolene, it's my niece, actually. Hi, Jolene.
Yes, I think
Hi,
that's
Jolene.
fantastic. We've had so many people from here in the United States and Canada, and people that have been contacting from Trinidad and Tobago and Europe and Africa, Asia, Australia, New Zealand, South America. We've got an international audience. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we've got an
That's the message that I want to leave it with.
Worldwide.
Good night. Right. Somebody just posted good night.
Yes,
Elaine,
everybody.
Elaine?
Yeah.
What was the name? Elaine. Good night.
That was Jane and Sherry
Jane, night,
and Kathleen and
Sherry,
Kathleen's in New York City and
Kathleen Walker.
Sherry's in Kansas, USA.
Thank you.
Wayne says, love you all.
Thank you.
We love him back. Lou enjoys the interview. Thank
Lou,
you very much, Lou.
Thank you. Thank you, Lou. Appreciate
Good
it.
stuff.
Appreciate it.
You be well, my friend. Spread the word about our show. I would love that.
Absolutely.
And,
absolutely. Absolutely.
It takes a village, as we know, right?
Goes without asking, Jim.
That's it.
Absolutely. Goes
That's
without
it.
asking.
Over some nice pigeon peas
Thank
and
you.
rice.
There you go. Some
Gang,
nice
if you
fish
don't
to
know what I'm
have.
talking about, if you've never had Trinidadian pigeon peas and rice, West Indian pigeon peas and rice, it's very, very good. You got to get it. Thank you, Jolene, and thank you, Lou, for your great comments and great interview. Ali, beautiful. You be well, and we'll chat again real soon, okay? You take care, and you have a wonderful night. Thanks for being with us. His picture froze, but isn't that a great, like, if it's gonna freeze, what a great freeze frame. He's big smile and happy. I think, yeah, but thanks, gang, for everything, all these great comments. And we really appreciate all of you being here. And Toby in Southern California. Hello, everyone. Good to see you as well, Toby, and everybody. That's just some of the folks that comment during the show. And then there's thousands of people that watch quietly. We thank Alison, and it was really a privilege and a pleasure to have him here, and also a privilege and a pleasure to have you here as well. If this is your first time, gang, we broadcast here from the United States. We're here in the New York area along the southern New England coast between New York and Boston in the USA. We thank Alison Ayres for joining us. Yes, extraordinary background in sports and soccer. He paid homage to the incomparable Pele, who was a friend, award-winning songwriter of multitude years and years and years of music, and that has reached millions, and a fabulous author. There is his book, which we're giving you what was actually an advanced exclusive. The book is coming out in August, so a few months away. But you've got an exclusive here on the Jim Masters Show live series. Nobody has seen the cover of the book. So this is the first time it's being seen, debuted, and experienced is right here on our show. We thank our fabulous friend Wayne Scott Lucas for his support and love of the Jim Masters Show as well, and stopping by, even though he was a little under the weather. We send him our JMS Lovity as well. Hope he's feeling better as well. And we appreciate him stopping by as well. Don't forget, give this episode a thumbs up. There's a thumbs up icon on our YouTube channel. Big thumbs up. Click the thumbs up. Leave a comment. Drop a comment on the comment section on our YouTube channel. Underneath this episode and all the episodes, there's a comment section. You can actually leave comments. Tell us what you enjoy about our series, what you enjoyed about this episode, some of the guests you've enjoyed, things of that nature. You can comment even when the show isn't on live, 24/7. You can leave a comment. Thanks to all of you who take the time to do that. That's really helpful for us, because when you do that, YouTube then takes the show and it blasts it out to more people. Did you know that? When you click thumbs up and we leave a comment in the comment section underneath our episodes, it actually helps our show grow and reach more people, because their algorithm, it's all computer based, the algorithm sees it and it blasts it out to more people. So we grow, and there's more lovities and more of everything for all of us when you do that. So do it. We really appreciate that. And don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit the red subscribe button, or if the subscribe button is black, hit that. It doesn't cost anything. You'll be a part of the Lovity family here at the Jim Masters Show, entertainment, lifestyle, variety, celebrity talk show series. Good stuff. Lou, thank you. Welcome you're now part of the Jim Masters Show Lovity family, Lou. So stick with us. Great to have you here. Kathleen says, thanks, Jim. You are awesome. Thank you, Kathleen. You're awesome for being here as well. Kathleen, thanks again for these great comments. And Jolene, you are very, very welcome. Brand new Lovity viewer. We welcome Jolene. We welcome Lou. We welcome everybody. Kenneth, who was commenting as well. We welcome all of you. We don't say goodbye around here. We say see you later. What else do we say? We say see you later. Ciao, cheers, slancha, hasta la vista, buenas noches. We say sayonara. We say muy loop. We say take care, cheerio, be well, love one another, take care of one another, be good to yourself, and don't forget, here at the Jim Masters Show, we say relax. Don't forget to relax. Take care of one another, take care of yourself, and relax. For all of us here, this is your host, Jim Masters, thanking you for your time this time. Till next time, appreciate you being here. We've got an extraordinary week of guests coming up. We're so excited. A lot of cool people. Coming up tomorrow, we're going to laugh because we have renowned comedian and actor and an animated voice artist and so much more. Ayres is going to be with us live. He is extraordinarily popular. He is a top shelf comedian, and his voice is on just about everything. Maybe we'll get a chance to hear some of the voices too. He's with us tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. On Friday, very popular musician, singer, songwriter Jack Thistle is going to be with us live. He's 18 years old and his star is continuing to rise. And he's going to be with us here on the Jim Masters Show. He has played with so many legends already at just 18 years old. He's with us coming up on Friday, right here on the Jim Masters Show live. So we welcome everybody who's joined us for the first time, and we welcome, of course, all of our regular viewers who are watching around the world as well, our lovelies. Hajda, the Swedish. See you later from Jane watching in Sweden. Again, thanks for watching. We love having you here. Spread the word. Tell everybody about our show. Share the links on your social media to our episodes and continue to celebrate what we're doing, because we celebrate you, and you every time you tune in. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Jim Masters TV. And of course, our YouTube channel is Jim Masters TV, and the show is The Jim Masters Show. We'll see you on the next one. All right. Love you all. Take care and be well. And thanks for watching. Cheers.